It's on. Check, check, check,
You're
check.
on this.
Oh.
You're on this computer.
Oh, that's kind of, well,
It's
on
on.
here.
Check, check, check. You're on this.
Oh.
You're on this computer.
Oh, that's kind of, well,
It's
on
on.
here.
Check, check, check. You're on this.
Oh.
You're on this computer. That's cool.
Okay, please, everybody else, come here. I know it's hot, but it's still bearable now, and that's why we want to start early, because I don't want to hold you in the sun too long, and that's why
Check
I want
one.
to start
We're super
on
loud.
time with the first pool of co-op today.
Frisbee
so we
1,
get it
Frisbee
over
2.
with before the lunch break. Oh no.
Let me move us down just a smidge,
Both
like
pools
7.5,
before the lunch break,
6.5.
So that's why we need to start early.
That's pretty good.
Frisbee 1, 2, check 1. Can you hear me? Check
Yep.
1, Frisbee,
You
Frisbee.
sound great. And I'm going to turn Jakob up a little bit, which is not that one.
Okay, I can see more people coming.
Give Jakob a 5. Say something, Jakob. He's not paying attention to me. All right, everyone out there, if you happen to have tuned in already, we are live.
There's Dexter.
Oh, there we go.
Dex, je tam ještě někdo ve vesničce, nebo už to mám odpálit?
We are getting ready for the players meeting,
Sweet!
and then we'll have the open co-op quarterfinals.
Awesome.
Pools A and B.
Okay.
All right, folks.
Welcome
Get ready
to
for a long
40th
journey.
FBA World Freestyle Disc Championship 2018. It's so awesome that you all made it here, that we are here with so many people again in this beautiful sports area. I hope you will enjoy it here. We will gonna improve everything still during today, and we will have here a nice setup. So yeah, just a few important information for the beginning. We're gonna try or do our best to run everything on time, so please make sure to follow the schedule, and over there will be posted the pools and the judges and everything, so just make sure to check it and be aware when the pools are starting or when you have to judge. We will always try to start quite early in the morning, so we can have a long lunch break over the worst heat, and that also gives you time to take the lunch there. I'm pretty sure that everybody by now knows where the dining room is, or the dining building, so if you don't know it, just ask anybody from the crew, not me preferably. And if you have any other questions like about these kind of organizational things, please ask away. What else? Definitely some instructions for like drinking and smoking and stuff like this, so just make sure you don't do any of this here on the stadium. Of course, you can like take your drinks, you can even probably take a beer over, but stay somewhere, like definitely don't like mess up the oval. It's a new thing, and so pretty much just cross the oval line only with water. That's the best. With smoking, please make sure that you don't bother anybody with your smoke, and it's very dry here, so make sure you are not starting a fire. That's nothing we want here, and it's actually something that could easily happen right now. And just make sure you are not really bothering anybody who's not interested in breathing in your smoke. And like we all know that many of us enjoy the magic cigarettes. This is very strict here in Slovakia, so please make sure that just hide well and yeah, or don't do it at all. That's the best. We have the nice village over there. You can find there Frisbee coffee. Please give it up for Jakub and his crew, because they will be supplying you with a nice coffee all week. So make sure to visit him. And also Funny with the grill and food tent. So this will be also a really nice barbecue food, and yeah, it's gonna be available from today if I'm not mistaken. And there will be the merchandise shop, which will be open also during today, maybe not now from the morning, but yeah, later in the afternoon. And of course there is a beer for yeah, fulfilling the needs of most of you beer lovers. The important thing to mention is that you pay in all 4 of these tents or booths or yeah, whatever, you pay with the disc coins. So you need to find or in the merchandise store there is this is the only place where you can actually get the disc coins, and then you are paying for your beer, coffee, food, and also the merchandise with these coins. So also it's important thing to know. Yeah, what else? I think yeah, I gave you, there's you all know that there is a nice aqua park right here. They have kind of like this rule that you can buy their entrance for 1 hour, but on the door there's written that it's only possible to buy the 1 hour entrance in the morning and then in the evening. So it's basically not the rush hours, but if you go there with your bracelet you got with the registration, then you can go there any time of the day and just do the 1 hour. So if you want to get some nice cool down and short swim, it's available for only 1 hour for the freestylers, but you need to just prove yourself with the bracelet you got, or with the wristband you found in the you got from me actually with the registration. This is only available till Friday. It's not gonna be working on Saturday. You only need to enter from this side door, and the last entrance is at 7 p.m. So this is just this quick information. Yeah, now to the competition, because we will be starting really soon. Today we will have a long day actually. It's gonna be hot, so make sure to, if you don't have to, don't stay on the sun too long. Find your shade and hydrate a lot. The water, actually, if you want to refill your water, there is a bathroom back in the back of this tribune, so there you can fill it, and we will probably make some other water available. Where's Dexter? I need to confirm with him. Okay, he's not here, but I will tell you then later. And yeah, so the closest water right now is from the back of the tribune. Then we will start today with open co-op quarterfinals. 8 teams are seeded into the semis, so we will be playing 2 pools today and fighting for another 8 spots in the semifinals. So it means 4 teams advancing from each pool. We will have 4-minute routines. Make sure to check if you're playing. I will actually read the playing order at the end of this meeting, and the teams I don't have music from, I will need it right away, so we can start on time. And I will also read the judges. We will, after we finish with co-ops, we will have a longer break, and then we will be starting with all 4 pools of open pairs quarterfinals. We will have the festival judging, so it will be always like pool. It will be first pool A and C, so alternating teams, like first team from pool A, first team from pool C, and so on. So we will have actually 2 judging panels which will also alternate in the tens. We are happy to benefit from Ryan's electronical judging system, so please give it up for Ryan, because he brought all the hardware again and set up all the things, and it will make our work so much easier. As you know, after the rounds are finished and the results will be posted, and then you will have, as always, 30 minutes to review the results. They will be hanging there on the where Pavel is setting up the pools now. So make sure to check them, because you only have half an hour to have any objections, or after the half an hour it's all set. Yeah, and that's about it. I don't want to hold you too long in the sun, so I'll just take the starter list. And we'll read the teams from Open Co-op quarterfinals, Pool A, and the playing order will be like this. First team up: Daniel Pinchasov, Yuval Reikonen, and Tomas Nötzel. Second, Kuba Radvansky, Mateusz Gajewski, and Konrad Patris. Third, Edo Turi, Mattia Colombari, and Andrea Festi. Fourth, Emanuele Faustini, Dani Arnel, and Francesco Santolin. Fifth, Emma Kale, Laurie Daniels, and Oren Maron. Sixth, Jesse, Mark Trout, and Elena Dalmaso. And this pool will be finished with Jorge Turan, Eric Lebo, and Jakub Hošek. And yeah, so make sure you give us your music. I'm pretty sure we only have music from the first team, Daniel, Yuval, and Thomas, and then we have music from Edo, Mattia, and Andrea. From everybody else, I will need the music right away. If it's maybe you send me the music and I just missed it, so if it's like that, just come to find me and I will try to look it up. But yeah, just bring the music to the Noya, the music guy. Please give it up for him. You know him from Frisbee, so he knows what to do. And yeah, just one more important thing: when you are bringing your music on your devices like cell phones and MP3 players, which you connect only with the aux cable, then it's pretty much all your responsibility to start the music. And I highly recommend to put your phones into airplane mode, because you don't want to be disturbed with like SMS notifications or a call or whatever. So if this happens, that is not reason to restart your routine. Yep, and the judges for the Open Co-op quarterfinals, Pool A: for execution, Andrea Sarti, Ilka Simon, and John Titcomb. For AI, James Weissman, Murdad Hosseinian, and Dan Lustiger. For difficulty, Marco Pradi, Freddie Finner, and Daniel O'Neill. Please, if you just heard your name and you are a judge, don't come too far now. Stick around, because we will be really starting very soon. So that's it. Enjoy Trnava here, enjoy the World Tournament, and see you tonight in the welcome party here in the Tournament Village.
All right, live streamers out there. We're gonna start the co-op quarterfinals here shortly. So once we get that going, Jake will get settled in. I'll get settled in, and we'll bring this FPA World Championships to a start. Com.
Okay, one more thing. The break in between the pools will be only about half an hour. So maybe a little longer, but actually the pool B is scheduled to start at 11:45, and then after, and it's scheduled to finish at 12:30, and then there is a break until 3 o'clock when we are going to start with open pairs quarters. So please make sure that you're not leaving after this first pool of co-op is finished, because we try to make it effective, and so you can have a long break in the heat. In 10. So please, the call for judges. I need judges seated in 5 minutes from now. One more time, it's gonna be Andrea Sarti, Ilka Simon, and John Titcomb, James Weissman, Merdad Hosseinian, and Dan Lustiger, and Marco Prati, Freddie Finner, and Daniel O'Neill. So in 5 minutes I need you seated. I already have music from the first 3 teams. I need music from Zanardi, Dan and Cesco, then from Emma, Laurie and Oren, from Jesse, Mark and Elena, and from Jorge, Rick and Jakub. Okay, I've got...
Yeah, so he signed it as you walk in.
Okay, like most of our you here, I will just tell you some information which I forgot to mention before. So we are doing a long day today, so we can have a short day tomorrow actually. So tomorrow there will be only mixed pair semis in the morning, and then we will have a nice long kind of a rest day and we will have the FPA all players meeting starting at 2, and directly right after that we will have the judging discussion for all the interested people. Ilka, I still need Andrea Sarti. Okay, Andrea's here. John is here around, I believe. But please, judges, be seated. John Titcomb, yeah, we got him. Cool. I saw James, Murdy, Daniel, Chega, Freddy, and another Daniel. And that was first was Dan. Okay, guys, if I need you to clear the field, so if you want to practice, do it on the side. Yeah, pretty much the flag there. These flags are marking the competition area. So please clear the competition area now, and you can use the space behind the tents next to the competition area. There should be plenty of room for you. So. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 judges. I need 3 more. Okay, Daniel's here. So I'll also be taking the time calls from each team coming to play. So please, once you come to play, tell me your time calls. And we are 2 minutes away from starting to actually from kicking off the FPA Worlds. And the judges are all seated. I have 3, I have another 3, and I only miss Freddy, who is coming. Cool.
Okay, everybody, this is Jake coming at you live from Trnava, Slovakia, here at the Freestyle Frisbee World Championships. Just getting all the cameras, the graphics, and all the other awesome stuff lined up. If you're just tuning in, you're in for a great show.
Okay. It is 10:15 and all judges are ready. And I believe our first team of this World Championship is ready as well. So please give it up for Daniel Pinchasov and Yuval Reikoren from Israel and Thomas Nützel from Berlin, Germany. We will have to do it one more time. Okay, one more time, please give it up from Daniel, Yuval, and Nutsi. On your mark, guys, whenever you are ready.
All right, folks, here we go. First team up in the FPA 2018 World Championships. Awesome. I'm excited. So this is an interesting threesome. Saw all three of these folks play in EFO last week. And Yuval and Daniel, both from Israel, a pairs routine that was really great. So it's going to be nice to see how Nutsi fits in here. Nice crow. They're kind of settling into the routine here. Always a little tough to be the first team up out of everything and getting the nerves out of the way. Caught him in the jaw. That's never going to be a good feeling. Ooh, that looks like it might have been a little nerves trying to get that leg up. I can see. I think this might be Daniel's first world championship. Never a easy thing to especially right out of the gate, first world championships. I'm sure he's got to have some nerves. Probably Yuval too. Yeah, you can kind of see the nerves a little bit.
But this isn't Yuval's first World Championships, is it?
Maybe he was in New York. Oh no, he was in Udine. So
I believe so, yeah.
yeah. Starting to shake off the webs here a little bit, the nerve web. Good choice, Nutsi. Put that one in the pocket and move on. Very well done. Nice guidus. Yogi Shuta. Oh, but Yogi to the roll. To the roll. Better put this in the bank, Nutsi. Oh,
nice try.
Yeah, he knew it. He knew the crescendo was now. Oh, a little extra there. Very Nutsi-like. Oh, it's kind of tough to see what the wind is doing right now. It's not too intense, but it's kind of coming from every direction. That was nice. Little hammer toss. Yeah.
Very nice demonstration of control.
Yeah, and he was really calm through that too. Didn't rush it. A little bit of a phantom hoop there.
He was going for the behind the head pull. Oh, beautiful Gaitosis.
Nice time to pull that out of the
All right, let's hear it for those guys. What a great way
Repertoire.
to start off the World Championships. Shills here filling in for Jakub for a couple of teams while he does an interview. And as the judges do their tabulation, I'll start announcing the next team.
Let me see, where is...
Okay, so up next we have a team all representing from Poland. We have Kuba Radwanski, Mateusz Gajewski, and Konrad Patrice. Be ready to take the field.
Yes, this is an all Polish team, and I have a little inside information. They actually have been practicing a fair amount, all from
Hey
around
guys,
the-
if you want
the-
any time calls, we don't have any time calls for you, so if a member can come over and let us know what they need.
So they're all from the Warsaw area, and all three of them really competent players. I think they sometimes can struggle in a team mode, really good individual play, but if they can get off strong and connect to each other, these guys could really do some damage.
We saw Kuba and Matthias at EFO, and they played, both of them played very solid and very confident.
Yeah,
And they have a very flowy, slow and controlled style. It's very nice to watch.
yeah. It's actually kind of a combination. They have that flowy kind of, and then all of a sudden they get kind of on the edge and radical, and so they kind of are figuring out that balance, and that is a tough one, right?
Yep, definitely. The out of control, in control.
Right. Yeah, I think Kuba's figuring that out more, and I think Mateus is he's right on the verge, and Conrad he's sort of the older
Okay, the
jammer
judges are still deliberating.
from
almost
Warsaw.
ready.
Sort of, I'm not sure if he's their
Just
mentor,
need the high
but
sign from Ryan.
Conrad has been around for a while, and Kuba and Matty are newer on the scene.
Okay, so without ado, on the music, Kuba, Matt, and Conrad, get in, guys. Let's hear it for them.
Oh, the routine has begun. Little benign action and roll. Oh, I like their little musicality.
And then right into the speed flow.
Okay, I really like this opening. Solid. And there's a nice calmness to them right now. They can keep it up. Beautiful.
Beautiful. Grab that. Yeah, you don't want to let that one drop. Once you lose
Totally.
control, just grab it.
See, a lot of people sometimes will go after that flutter and go for like the miracle save, and it's never really worth it.
There's a beautiful spinning lacer there.
Oh,
nice.
There's the Frisbee gods shining brightly. So interesting. Kuba is really mainly a clock player, and they're feeding him a lot of counter. I think that Matty is more of a counter player. Nice, luxurious rolls with a Thor's hammer. Oh, there
Oh,
it is.
beautiful
They're
save.
getting the luck gods.
Yeah, Conrad didn't really want to pass that, but it went
No.
perfectly to Matthias, and he kick brushed it and saved it. Beautiful. Oh, tips on the music. Going for
Yeah,
the music
he-
score on the AI sheets.
It looked like he was intentional with that. So it looks like they had that opening that was set. Now it looks like they're kind of free-forming.
Wow. That's just such a hard move. To set it up on that angle and then touch it to make it upside down and then kick rush.
Yeah,
No
and
way.
then the angle's kind of coming back door too, so you got to get that thumb inverted. Kuba's playing cleanup.
There, Kuba's got his clock throw. Let's see what he can do with it.
Oh, some dirty laundry. He's cleaning it up, though.
Beautiful. Oh,
Bam. That's
Olivia.
Nice way to take that wrinkle and turn it into something soft.
Yeah, I know. It's one thing to just save it. It's another thing to save it and then do something amazing off of it.
Yeah. Ooh, that was sweet. That had some nice
That-
lines to it.
Absolutely. Nice flying guidus.
And on the music, I don't know if it was intentional, but it did happen. Looks like the wind is doing a little swirling. Oh!
Time. We
Come
are
on,
sorry.
there-
We had
oh.
a microphone problem, but thank you for a great run and for a great show. Please give it up for Mateusz, Konrad, and Kuba.
There were some nice moments in there. Really liked that opening, and they had some nice connection to each other, and then also kind of some meltdowns in a couple places, but not meltdowns a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think they ever went full meltdown. There were some
Right.
moments when things didn't quite go the way they wanted, but they were always, it seemed like they were always on.
I agree.
All right, there's a little buzz here in the sound. I'm going to see if I can't clean that up.
So we're going to have our third team coming up here shortly. Two teams have already competed here in the 2018 World Championships.
Microphone check. Now we have a backup, so we will be able to give you your time call. Sorry about that.
Well, I got rid of the buzz, except for when there's other stuff going on, the buzz comes back.
Could it be that
So
fan that's
our
blowing?
judges are ready, and we
No,
are
I don't think so.
ready, and I'm personally very excited to welcome the next team. It's a all-Italian team from Rovereto, and they are ready on the sidelines. Do you need any time calls, guys? Okay, 10 seconds. So, please put your hands together for Edo Turi, Mattia Colombari, and Andrea Festi from Rovereto.
All right, this is going to be a really fun routine to watch. This is fully choreographed. We got to see them unveil it in EFO under really difficult conditions, and it kind of ate them alive. So I'm hoping they're able to get off to a good start here so that we can really see all the effort that was put into this. Looking forward to it.
I'm going to take a guess that they're not going to do the full choreography this time because they only have one disc, and looks like they have a spare disc over here, but in the routine they had something like 7 or 8.
You're right. Good eye. Good eye. Plus, it's only 4 minutes, so
That's right. Yeah, so for those of you out there who don't know, the quarterfinals round for co-op is 4 minutes, but then semifinals and finals is 5. So most teams can't do their full choreography. Well, no team can do their full choreography. But they are starting the same way they
It
did
is.
last
I was
time.
going to say, did they have multiple discs that I forgot? Definitely, this is the opening that they did. So there you go. They missed that opening guidance, and that set a tone. And now, oh, here we go.
It really does when you go out there and do a big catch right out of the gate. It sets a strong tone. Confidence goes way up.
Indeed. Oh, that was really rhythmic. Okay,
I
love
like the
the
choreography
timing
of that.
Yeah, that was a whole timing.
Wow, that was dangerous, but they got it.
I love that extra bit where everybody is involved. I always love that it isn't just anybody standing around watching the other person. The other players are totally engaged. Oh, that was interesting.
Yeah, do you think that was intentional, or do you think that he
No.
thought it was a save?
I think he thought it was a save, but it looked like Mattia was there easily to get
Yeah.
that guidus. So interesting to ask Andrea later to see what he was thinking.
Yeah, they've done that in years past, where they do things that look like it's supposed to be one way. It's a little bit of misdirection.
Huh. Well, that's an interesting choice to kind of have that intentional misdirection.
But I couldn't tell by watching
No.
whether it was intentional or not. Very nice. He's doing it on the beat.
So this is the routine they did in EFO. Oh,
No problem.
yeah. The crow ain't there, but the back stall is. Yeah, they're having some fun out there.
Very nice. He held it a little bit longer to wait for the music cue to keep them
Yeah.
all on time.
You know, to be honest, I'm kind of surprised to see these guys in the quarterfinals.
Well, they're such a new team. Yeah, so the top 8 teams, for those who don't know, the top 8 ranked teams get a bye into the semifinals. So the teams you see today are the 9 through I don't know what.
Yeah, they must be the 9 team. Oh,
But you know, rankings go for 2 years, and they've only really been playing for 1 in competition.
well, they were at Worlds last year, not as a co-op team, but as pairs, and they both made the finals. That was
Yes,
a
they did.
beautiful barrel.
And that, against the spin pull behind the back
That's
with upside down, is like,
crazy
it's an
talk.
impossible move.
Crazy talk. I like the way they're breaking this up and getting different mood to the whole vibe of the routine. Yes, I saw that
Huge.
musical cue coming and they nailed it.
10 seconds. And time. Big applause for the 3 from Roberto.
Well, they definitely hit that way better in EFO, and you
Great.
really see the potential. These guys obviously are going to move on into the next round, so it'd be
Yeah, I
fun to
think
see the
there's no question.
5-minute.
Gosh, I remember there being a lot more. Yeah, that was amazing, guys.
Woo! Nicely done, Ito. So Ito, who was just walking by there, so he's 22. So it's one of the younger folk on the scene,
So the
and
next team
his game is just getting
will be
deeper
also
and
from
deeper.
Italy and the USA. A nice mix. It's Emanuele Faustini, Dan Yarnell, and Francesco Santolin.
Well, this is going to be an
They
interesting
can get
team.
slowly ready.
Got a combination of youth and crust, and a little bit of stuff in the middle. So Dan Yarnell, been around forever, and I hope he stays around forever. Really unique, awesome player, many-time world champion, brings a lot of experience to the table. Zanardi, solid, been around for a while, Italy, and then Francesco, who's one of the newer young guys, bringing some of the more unique moves that we've seen for a while. He's got some freestyle football background. He's doing it with the disc.
Yeah, we saw Francesco playing at EFO, and unfortunately his partner was injured, so he got to go out and play by himself. And it was basically, let's just see how big I could go. And he had these moments that were just
almost ready.
mind-boggling.
I will need
Yeah,
time
the
calls for
looping his leg around and getting the kick in, just like you'd see in footbag. But he was doing it with the disc. But he was also doing some restricted stuff, then doing it like I've never seen any. That's all new, unique stuff.
And he's out there doing it, and he's just so calm, like, there's nothing really special going on here. I just do that all the time.
Yeah, he definitely has that laid-back nature. But what was interesting is that he was doing it solo out there, so he was getting to like the three-minute mark, and you could tell the
Dan,
exhaustion was starting to kick in. He was like, "Oh, please let this be over."
okay, the judges are ready. And our next team is almost ready. I can see 2 out of 3 players.
They forgot their Frisbee. That's a key thing to remember. At
All
a
right,
Freestyle
so
Frisbee
Please
championship.
give it up. For
You know what? You
our
never
next
drop the invisible
international
Frisbee.
That's
team.
true. They could have gone dropless.
So it's Dan Yarnell from USA and Emanuele Faustini and Francesco Santolin from Italy.
Okay, this will be interesting. I have no idea if they've had any time to put anything together, and really 3 very different styles.
I believe that they're all really strong counter players.
Yes, you're correct. Although Dan can handle clock pretty well. Actually, Francesco's pretty good with both spins too. And actually Zanardi, but I think you're
Yeah.
right that counter is their native spin. They're waiting. They're stuck. They're kind of in Frisbee purgatory. There's some music problems.
There's the high sign. Very strong start, doing nice call-up moves. Nice, I love that back roll, it's so buttery.
Deliciously buttery. With nice intent right to Chesko.
That was a veteran move there. He lost spin and didn't want to take a chance of dropping it. Just
Yep.
grabbed it out of the air.
Yep, it turned into a moth, and he says, I think I'll just grab that.
Going for the UD Saturn under the leg pass. Not quite there. And the Scarecrow brush.
Classic Dan Yarnell. Oh, a little change.
Change of spin brush.
Yep. Chesko taking that big old brush, turning it into some more good stuff. Oh, where's the wind? He was not confident where he was going with that.
Looks like he started a little bit late to go into that spin.
Yeah, the angle was not fortuitous. It was going to the ground. Nice little bump run here. Oh, I thought he was going to put it in the bank. He got it in the bank eventually.
Yeah. It's always nicer, though, to go directly into the catch off your partner's set versus
Right.
having to control it first. There's something about the consecutivity of movement that adds to the trick.
And it's the flow.
Like that.
Yeah, exactly. That was nice composition. Yeah, you don't ever want to kind of take the flow away from the disc if you can.
Ooh, Dan turns it over.
Yeah, that's kind of stuff that he does in his sleep, so I'm surprised he wasn't able to get that easy roll. Zanardi looks like he's got some nerves going on.
Yeah, he does.
Wow, that
It's
was
interesting.
nice.
I see the direction they're setting up for the wind is different every time.
Totally.
So I wonder if the wind is switching a lot.
So Yarnell, he hit that crow going the other direction. Obviously, Chesko faced us, so it is definitely swirling.
Very nice skid. Solid combo from Zanardi.
Oh, going into scurry mode. Will the wind allow it? Oh boy. Bam!
Oh, nice.
Gotta
Roll
like
directly
that.
into the bad attitude.
You're gonna go on scurry. Send it to the young dude. Oh, nice kick, Dan. Yes, there it is. Come on, Zanardi.
Beautiful.
That's
Very
right.
smart
That's
choice.
good. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Dan, you can't miss that.
15 seconds.
There it is.
There, he just
That's
did
what-
that.
Yeah.
Figure 4, kick tip, leg over kick tip.
Okay, they're going to bring it home. The triple roll, the triple roll. Double roll to BTB. We'll take that
Yep.
too.
Big applause
That
for
was
Yep,
solid.
but the roll's not right there. It's really smart. Just give it a brush, make the catch.
Yeah.
Francesco Santolin.
That was a solid bid. Some nice diff in there, some nice risk. Also, a fair amount of safe play too intermixed, but a good mix.
Demo mode.
So, I'm excited to see now the next team with Emma Kale, Laurie Daniels, and Oren Maron. So, you can slowly get ready.
Wow, I had no idea these guys were gonna hook up as a team. I didn't even know Oren was here, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's great to see him out.
So I bumped
And
into.
it's also an international team from USA and from Israel.
So I was going to get some water for my water bottle, and out of the bathroom where folks are getting water. This fellow appeared and he goes, "Hi, I'm Daniel." I'm
So,
like, "Oh, I'm
The
Randy."
judge is
Never
still
met you.
disgusting a little bit
He said,
around.
"Yeah, I'm from Israel." I was like, "Wow,
Uh,
another Daniel from Israel." So he told me there's 12
You know what I
Israeli
mean.
players
I
here
wouldn't-
at this tournament this weekend. Pretty impressive showing.
Wow. That's a good number from Israel. Representing.
I know, I know.
Yeah.
They're really, seems like they got quite the scene
My
that is.
first
They've
time
always
there,
had a pretty
sorry.
good scene there, but it seems like it's kind of having a resurgence
So-
and growing again. And if any of you Israeli players who
So the
didn't
judge
get to
is
make
ready
it are
now.
here, start thinking about that 2020
And are you
FPA
ready?
Worlds bid.
Just give us
I'm
a sign.
encouraging
Yeah?
you to make
You're
it
ready.
happen.
So, big applause again for Emma Kale, Laurie Daniels, and Oren Maron.
So is
Here we
this
go.
like an instrumental Black Sabbath?
Yes, that's exactly what this
Oh
is.
my goodness. I was like, wait, I know this song. Emma giving a little shout out to Lori, letting her know it was on its way, the disc.
Very nice spinning under the leg catch. Oh, Emma goes for the change of spin, but it's just not quite there.
Yeah. She usually can get that almost every time. Emma's my homie from Seattle. Get to play with her all the time. Familiar with her game very much. I think that was a peace sign coming at us.
Very solid. There's Emma's huge guidus.
Classic Emma Kale. Crash and burn.
Yeah, I'm gonna say these guys are definitely playing spontaneously.
Yeah, without a doubt. And they're taking some safe choices, which is probably the right call coming out of the gate. And then he goes Doberman. Woof!
Yeah, right. I think their confidence is starting to build.
I agree. There you go. Now they're starting to
Add-
build it. Adding a little depth.
They definitely have good communication. Pointing at each other, calling out each other's names. That way they won't accidentally bump into each other or just let the disc hit the ground.
Yep. And nice how each of them had really solid catches there. More than just a BTB or a UDL. So, oh, look at that style.
I think every catch Oren does, he steps it up the diff level just a little bit.
Yeah, a little extra woof.
Well, when you're catching a scarecrow off your partner's set is a lot harder than off your own headset.
Oh, without a doubt. Nice. You know, the wind looks like it's totally manageable out there.
Yeah, it's pretty light right now.
Oh, there
Oh,
it
the
is.
kick
oh,
brush save. That's the
look at
savvy veteran
that.
right there.
Yeah. That was not planned, so you got to love it when that goes in your favor. Taking that counter into the seal, move on. Ooh, UD, what are we going to do here? Emma says I'll just take that and
30
turn it into a
seconds.
nice luxurious roll.
It's interesting how he switched from palm down to palm up on that pull.
Saw that.
Oh, nice. He gets lucky on the rotation.
10 seconds.
All right, bring it home. Ooh, a little bit of a dagger. Oh, he got it.
No problem. He saw that it was too steep and switched from the Gaitis into the
Yeah,
into the
I saw as
Flamingo.
Lori was turning into that. It was going into dagger mode, and yeah, Oren feeling good.
Yeah.
They should feel good after that.
Yeah,
Oren,
like I said, I didn't even know
Lori
Oren was
and
here, and I
Emma
don't think he's
Kale.
competed in a while. So that's pretty nice for him to lay that down, kind of being off the competition scene for a while. That was cool. We got some really nice play right out of the gate here for our first round.
Yeah, it's a very different feel than we had at EFO. EFO, people were going for it, but they weren't always hitting it. Here, everything's very solid.
Yeah, I think there's a more of a level of, I don't know if this is true, but, you know, it's the World Championships, and so you're going to probably, right out of the gate, you know, like I say, nobody wins today. So you just want to advance. You want to, like, kind of get the combos, connect with your partners, and I think a lot of people probably are not going to show their A game or even their A routine right now. You might see a lot of people going spawn who do have routines. They just don't want to show them yet. So,
Absolutely.
Judges are now calculating the results. And
who do we have coming up
we are
next
slowly
there?
getting ready for next
Sergi.
week. I can see the girls over there. Any time
Jessica
calls?
S., Mark
Elena.
Trout, and Elena Dalmaso.
Time calls. 30 and 10. 2 halftime. 30, 10. And time. Okay.
There they are.
I think this is a team that just sort of formed here the last second. So we're probably going to see a lot of spawn. Spontaneous play.
Mark and Elena play together all the time. They're from the same town, and they partnered up
Okay.
in pairs
So
at
the
EFO.
judges are ready for our next team. And the next team is already present in the playing field.
There's,
I can
there's
see
some tude
there
attitude.
something going on. So please give it up for Mark Trout and Elena Dalmaso and Jesse Scomro. Okay, music on your mark. Mark, do your mark on your side.
Ladies and gents, turn up the sound system to the sound of Carlos Santana in the GMB Ghetto Blues from the refugee camp.
Maria, Maria, she remind me of a West Side Story. Growing up in Spanish.
So they had that opening planned. It kind of was a little choppy, but there was definitely some. I like that little kind of push there. It's kind of a nice subtle.
It's not a style that you see very often.
Played by Carlos Santana. Stop the looting, stop shooting, pickpocketing on the corner. See, as the rich is getting richer, the poor is getting poorer. See me and Maria on the corner, taking away.
There's a little wind
Yeah,
out there. I can see the
Jessie,
wind blowing back as she
yeah.
crushes it. No problem for her, though.
She waited for that and looked like she wanted that bad attitude, and she was not going to give up until she got it.
East Coast,
Whoa, what's going on here? This is the Mark Trout coming in and busting that up.
I think he was trying to save it. It looked like the set was a little bit short, but I think Jesse still had it.
I think so too. It's kind of an interesting little concept.
halftime.
She knew it too. She was like, oh, that was right in my wheelhouse.
The streets are getting hotter. There is no water to put out the fire. Me contar esperanza. See me and Maria on the corner, looking a ways to make it better. Then I looked up in the sky, hoping that there's a paradise.
Nice. I love the inverted catch. You don't see that hardly ever.
And he did it really slow and silky too. Let it
Yeah.
really lounge on his arms.
Open up your eyes.
Maria, you know you're my lover. When the wind blows, I can feel you through the weather. And even we are apart.
Very nice choice. Looked like she wanted the guidance.
I thought
Wasn't
so
quite there,
too,
so
yeah.
she made the choice.
You can kind of see that right shoulder getting ready to go, and then it's like, oh.
She remind me of a West Side Story.
And it looks like they're having a lot of fun out there. Big smiles.
She living the life just like a movie star.
Whoa, that was cool.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of like that other roll that he did. He kind of has that little roll sequence down, lots of variations to it.
30 seconds.
All right.
Look at that. Yeah, they wanted that one, you can tell. Very quick pass by Jessie there. That's not easy. She didn't like do it slow like most people
10
kind of just do that
seconds.
delay pass.
Santana,
Oh,
GMB.
one more.
Carlos, man, you making that guitar cry.
And time! Big applause for Elena, Jesse, and Mark.
Wait. So this is a really cool team because we actually have a player from Slovakia, Korke from
first
Bratislava.
co-op quarterfinals pool, and yeah, it's pleasure to welcome this international team, especially the only Slovak freestyle representative, the legend Jorge Turan, joined by Rick Lebo from USA and Jakub the Frisbee Coffee Hoshek.
So
Judges are ready, so on your mark.
when Jakob says Korke Turan, legend, he's not kidding. He is a legendary ultimate player, overall player, freestyler.
Corky's the guy in the dark blue shirt with the kind of the tie-dye-ish.
And the black cap, yep.
black cat cap.
Here we
Rick's
have
the guy in the green shirt. Jakob in the light blue. Beautiful scarecrow out of the gate.
There it is. Nice throw. Oh, big old foot tip. What are you going to do with that? Oh, if he could have got that right hand and kept that energy going. Uh-oh. Ay, ay, ay. Energy a little bit too much right out of the gate.
Yeah, you never want to see that throwaway. It's a 0.5 deduction in the X score sheet.
Yeah.
That turnover.
entry, Rick. Like there's a little Mac in there or something.
Oh, he almost saved that. The brush was a little bit short.
Nice little double leg overs. Back and oh, he's going to get one more. Oh, he
wanted
had
the double
it.
over down where he takes it with the same hand that he sets it with.
Okay, reel it in now. Settle. Oh. Nice. Oh, good.
Oh, nice bump pass.
Beautiful kick right to the bump.
But I'd love to see Corky just catch it directly off the
Yeah.
bump. It's interesting, they're almost always in a triangle formation.
Yeah, and I was going to say they were kind of really going into solo mode, and it was always good. I was like, oh, good, they're bringing it together. Because I think that a lot of times when you get stuck in solo mode, you can kind of get a little out of control. And coming together can calm you down.
It's definitely worked for them. They've caught the last 3 or 4 combos.
Yeah. Boom.
Very
Gotta
nice,
like
Rick.
that. Yeah, say Corky wasn't looking for Jakob over there. And I think he might have been better served to go to him. And that was a nice top tip, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. That's something you don't see very often.
Oh, handcuffed him.
30
Hey guys,
seconds.
thanks for watching and thanks for coming
30
around the world with
seconds.
me in that my latest video. I also want to thank Trevallo because they helped me create this video, and you gotta see this. Trevallo are these little miniature perfume canisters, and you fill them with your favorite fragrance by pumping the perfume directly from the bottle into
Oh.
the canister.
Oh, he had
10
And
seconds.
literally, you can
everything
put
but the
gym bags,
final
you can take it directly on the
closure.
plane. And I mean, I've literally taken mine all over the world with me, and it's amazing because you can know you always smell your best.
And time!
He was searching for that guidance through the whole routine. He got it at
was?
the
Hey,
end.
please give it up for our
He went
last
after 3 of those, so
team, Jakub
that was
Oshie,
pretty
Jorge
cool.
Turan, and Rick Lebeau.
Here they come. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, brother. I'm with you.
Okay, so this was the first pool of co-op.
Thank you guys.
And now we are going to have, actually, let me tell you how long the break is gonna be.
It's Corky
Yeah, now
just
we
getting done playing
actually
now,
are done
filming
early,
us,
so
filming
now
him is kind of like a
40 minute
dada
40-minute
kind of
break. And
film
after
experiment.
that, we will start with the Pool B of co-op quarterfinals.
So you can see that there's some
yeah,
no, how do I say this?
so
There's a
40 minutes
depth
from now,
of difference of deepness of game.
Pool B
No, guys, and they've got a
quarterfinals
full-on
with
choreographed
judges
routine, and then
Toby
you can
Kinsel,
see folks that are just
Elliot
kind of
Louis,
hooking up
Francisco
here
Santorin
and
for
kind of throwing
execution.
something together, and
AI,
so
Larry
the level
Imperiale,
is
Ayal
very
Benin,
different.
Mathieu
be with somebody.
Sasha
And
Schatzinger
makes
and
it
Andrea Rimatori.
big difference when you can get
This
together with
will
somebody
be
and
Pool
spend
B
hours
of
and hours and hours
quarterfinals.
practicing. It takes it
We'll
to
have
another
7
level.
teams. First,
Fun.
Steve Scannell and Chris Bertini and Manu Cesari.
We're working out a few kinks here in the beginning of the live stream, trying to get the audio correct, and you know, we're out in the middle of a field, so we're trying to make the Wi-Fi work, and it doesn't always come through perfectly. So thanks for your patience out there, folks. We're trying hard to get this correct for you alls.
Yeah, but we did learn our lesson about the heat. The laptop's on a nice big aluminum slab with 3 fans. We have another fan blowing across it.
So what you might not realize is Jake is referring to last year when we were in Udna, and it was like freaking 100 degrees, and we're out in the middle of this field, and the computer is starting to spark and steam, and we're like, we need some ice, we need some ice. And it's like the computer died. We were both looking like, you're kidding me. The $4,000 computer that just went.
That's how I felt at the time.
I know. So we were like, okay, so that's one of the things, actually, the donations and contributions really helped us get that back up, and we've got a new computer to help us with the live stream here. So if you're wondering, like, what happens with the donations and the support you guys are doing, $4,000 computer ain't free. So that is what allows us to do this, and so any support, donations, patrons, shirts, mugs, and actually even just participating on the chat, we love that too. So you don't have to donate. We want you to have this, and that's really what this is all about, is to bring it to you.
Yeah, spreading Freestyle Frisbee around the world, putting it up on the internet, inviting all of our friends to watch. Hopefully some of them will want to start playing.
That's a really long bumper sticker.
Yeah, got to think of a shorter bumper sticker.
Yeah. Promoting freestyle around the world. No, I don't like that one. We'll work on it. Over these next 4 days, we'll come up with the bumper sticker of what.
Just jam.
Just eat jam. No, just jam.
No.
No.
Just red. No. No one knows what that means.
All right, live streamers, thanks for putting up with our blither. Maybe you guys can participate in the chat and help us out with this. What is the bumper sticker? What is the slogan for Frisbee Guru and promoting freestyle? If we accept your slogan, we'll send you a Frisbee Guru t-shirt. What do you think? I'm making a contest right now.
Why not?
All right. Let's see your slogans, live streamers.
So we just finished up with the Open Co-op quarterfinals on Pool A. In about 35 minutes, we should be starting the Open Co-op quarterfinals, Pool B.
Wait a second, so that round is already over?
That round is over.
Okay, well, I'm going to take a little break here. I'm going to get some water. It's super hot here. We're going to hydrate, and we'll be back soon. Ciao.
Ciao, ciao. I'm Jake. I'm going to tell you guys how to airbrush today. So airbrushing is basically when you hit the disc to keep it in flight. The goal of airbrushing is to hit it and add spin every time you hit it so that it continues to spin and have a stable flight, something like that. So when you're brushing with clockwise spin, the first thing you want to do is face the wind. Then you want to hit the disc at about 5 o'clock and swing with the spin. So it's clockwise, so I'm going to be swinging from right to left. So I'm going to give myself a little toss up into the wind. The wind is coming from me this way. So up into the wind, and then just continue to hit it and make it spin, make it spin, make it spin, make it spin. That's your goal. Now you can do it with your right hand. You can also do it with your left hand. It's a little bit harder because, at least with clock spin, you have to go from right to left. So you're now swinging across your body. So that's the basics of an airbrush.
I've been walking all alone, loneliness cut to the bone. That's when I saw you stand there. You're an angel in my dream, far above the best I've seen. I hope you notice me. I'm trying hard not to stare. Too many flowers in your hair, girl, it makes me weak. And now my loneliness is gone. I got your love on me so strong. From every kiss I see,
Check, check, 1, 2, Frisbee World Championship, ship.
Yay! We have another microphone. We may have a guest commentator for this next round.
Yes, we are, and I think I might just take the mystery out of it right now. James Wiseman is going to join us for the next round of co-op quarterfinals, so get ready. Going soon. All right, folks, we're going to get this next round started, but first we need the judges. So I need these 9 people to be sitting here in the judging tent in 5 minutes. So Toby Kunzel, Eduardo Turi, Francesco Centralin, Larry Imperiali, Ayal Benin, Mattia Combare, Matt Gauthier, Sasa Scherzer, and Andrea Rimatori.
All right, all you live stream fans, Freestyle
Okay,
Frisbee
the start
fans.
of the next pool is getting closer, and I need music still from some teams. So I need music from Dylan, Jan, and Pablo. I will need music from Ilka, Bar, and Lusty. I need music from Konrad, Michal, and David.
Your camera's kind of
Joachim, Fabio, and Balu. And yeah, that's it.
all right, live stream fans. We should be starting the Open Co-op quarterfinals, Pool B, very soon. Oh, I'm gonna pause this, guys, so we don't eat up a bunch of data. So now we've got a full crew. We have Lori Daniels and Chris Bella on the cameras. We have myself doing production, camera switching, and potentially a little bit of commentary. And also with us in the commentary land, Randy Sylvie and James Wiseman.
Yeah, James Wiseman in the house.
Let's do it.
All right, I like that attitude. So, James, this is your first time in Slovakia, is that correct? Or have you been in Slovakia before?
I've been in Slovakia a couple times before. I used to live in the Czech Republic, so I'd come here every now and then, but I've never freestyled here.
Aha, so this is virgin freestyle area for you.
Yes, definitely.
Excellent. So have you been to Bratislava? Is that where you went?
Yes, I've been to Bratislava.
And did you like the city of Bratislava?
It's cool. It's really nice. It's a cool country.
I like to say Bratislava.
I can see that.
Bratislava.
I can see that.
Can you hear it and see it? Yes. Okay, so we are going to go into the second pool here, the quarterfinals. 4 people are going to advance. 4 teams, excuse me. And the first pool that went up, I would say the routine of that pool was the Rovereto guys. They smoking. And
Now, if this pool's anything like that, though, it's going to be a really tight cut. There were a lot of close teams in the last round fighting to make it.
Yep. There were like 4, 5. Yeah, there were like 5 that were really solid. So it was pool of 8. Was it a pool of 8 or a pool of 6?
7.
7. Okay. I think there was a solid 4. I think that it would be pretty clear from what I can remember. But Rovereto was certainly the cream of the crop in that round. Who do we have in this pool, Jake? Can you read us the teams just so we know what kind of joy we have coming at us?
Sure. So up first, Dylan Roca Perez, Jan Sorensen, and Pablo Azul. Second team, Ilka Simone, Bar Bendek, and Dan Lustiger. Third team, Simon Luchreek, Jakob Matula, and Kevin Surdika. Fourth team, Kadran Skorza, Mikhail Metioklik, David Tomiak. Fifth team, Andrea Saharias, Steve Scannell, and Chris Bella.
So I need Nutzi.
Sixth team, Joachim Arbeskar, Fabio Sana, and Balu Mayor. And the seventh team, Andrea Piemontesi, Mattia Lambertini, and Manuel Cesari.
You know, Jake, big props to you, man. A lot of those names are not easy to pronounce, and certainly not in your native tongue. And you did a good job. I
butchered them.
no. Michael Maksiolik from Poland, I think is how you say it. I struggle with his name too. absolutely
So
great
we
guy.
only missed
And he's on the FPA
Sheffield.
board, so I've gotten to know him a little bit. And looking forward to see his run with his other cohorts.
So Jake, why don't you give me your favorites in this round here?
Okay, I'm being pulled in two directions. Hold on. I'm going to go with the last team up. Andrea Piemontesi, Mattia Lambertini, and Manuel Cesare.
I think they probably are going to have more of a routine than the other ones, but I think Joaquin Fabio...
You're off, Mandy. Are you meaning to be on?
I am going to go with a different team. I do think that you are picking the team that has probably the routine already choreographed, but I'm going to go with Joaquin, Fabio, and Baloo, and my sleeper is going to be Dylan, Jan, and Pablo Azul.
Yeah, so I think I might go with Randy on this one. It's tough. I think you got it right that the last team of Manuel, Mattia, and Andrea are going to have something better prepared. But Fabio, Joachim, and Balu are some of the best players in the world. And Balu's going to be hungry because he's been out for a while.
And they're crusty veterans, too. I mean, like, they all got individual moves, and they know when to peel and when to seal, and so they're going to manage that.
It also feels like the wind's picking up a little bit, so that might be tough for the routine, but it might work in favor of the Spawn Jam.
Yep, good point. I also think that Ilka and Bar and Lusty could make a nice showing, too. They have some nice potential.
Yeah, this looks like a really tough pull for the cut because Dylan, Jan, and Pablo are a really strong team. Ilka, Bar, and Lusty could really have something great. The Polish guys have some serious skills. Looks like a Czech-German team that might have something prepared.
See, what's interesting here is there's a bunch of names on here that I'm not familiar with, so it's hard for me to even know. I mean, there could be a total sleeper. Like you say, the Poland guys, I'm not familiar with a couple of those names. And I know Mikala's got a deep game, so yeah, that'll be interesting. Do you know who Simon Lohring is?
I think I know who that is.
Okay,
I think he's German.
Okay, the judges are
And I
all
think-
seated and ready.
I think he could do some
We are
moves.
ready to launch
Yeah,
our
yeah,
next
actually, oh, so
pool,
Kevin
the second
Serdika-
pool of co-op
Serdika?
quarterfinals.
He was actually in EFO for the last jam day, and so I did get to
I
see
can
his
see a
game, and
team
he's
coming.
got some pockets.
He also seems like a high executor.
Yes, he gets it. He gets the competition.
Yeah, do you need
mode.
Time calls? 2 minutes only. 15. Okay, so we are ready to do that. The guys are almost ready.
Love what a tight ship these guys run. Running on time.
Like a Czech train, man. Always dependable. Always exciting.
Okay.
And always hydrating. So
All
hey,
right, so let's welcome the first team of this pool of co-op quarterfinals. Please give it up for international team of Dylan Rocha Perez from Luxembourg, Pablo Azul from Colombia, and Jan Sørensen from Denmark.
all right, here we go, streamer fans. And any of you guys out there on the chat, go ahead and shoot us some comments. We'll comment back at you. Any advice, anything that's going wrong with any of the technical stuff, let us know. We'll try to correct it as soon as possible. But let's sink our teeth into this first team.
Okay, music when you are ready.
I'm hoping that we see Pablo do some of those heeled tips. Fallen in love with that. Solid opening. They're gonna kind of start off with the stuff that's in their wheelhouse.
It's kind of an interesting situation for Dylan because these two guys, Jan and Pablo, play a lot together. So he's got to see where he fits.
He seems to be discovering that spot right out of the gate. Got that guidance and got his
Definitely, he's a solid player. He knows when to catch it, and he's not going to drop it too much.
Yeah, in total Carl Drew style, right?
Yeah, definitely. But we might see some classic Jan here. He's got beautiful rolls.
And I wouldn't say might. Oh, we've just begun the twirling machine. So the wind seems like it's been coming from that direction pretty consistently and doesn't look too choppy.
Yeah, it's holding up.
Looks like these guys were doing a slow motion version of the Colorado weave. Is he coming downwind with those airbrushes?
Yeah, tricky.
And he was feeling the music vibe there too. He was getting a little leprechaun-y.
His twirls also really help him deal with tricky situations. It's a good flowy way to get out of trouble.
A little brush and
Now they're
run. We'll
racing
see if the wind is friend or foe. Friend or foe.
Oh, that's a great
There's
set to catch.
He kind of had his other
Classic Jan.
teammates waiting for a little bit more to extend there.
Yeah, sometimes it's tough. I was talking with Jake yesterday about how sometimes you got to be a little selfish in competition when you're not sure about the wind and the set.
True dat, true dat. So we've got like double action going on. Jan is going on a twirling whirlwind while Pablo and Dylan were riffing off of each other. It was hard to see all that.
Well, I know Jan likes to have some special discs that are better for twirling, so he keeps those on the side like that. Oh, nice kick.
So they're
Very
laying-
solid demonstration of control.
They're building a foundation here. If they can kind of keep the roll going. Dylan has been fitting in really nicely. Uh-oh.
Looks like he might have hurt himself there.
Ooh.
30 seconds.
Looks like it might have been a right ankle or something. Dylan!
15 seconds.
Oh, a little miscommunication
choice.
there.
And time.
Oh, he had the
Yeah,
scarecrow to close it out, but he didn't have the confidence. He did the smart thing. Take the roll and move on.
Yeah, I think the diff value that you get on that very last move just doesn't outweigh the potential drop.
And there's always that risk you run over the time and you don't get credit for that move anyways.
Okay, the judges are making their calculations, and
So that's one of the dark horses I picked, and I think they're going to be in the mix.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if the wind gets any worse. It does feel like it's picking up a little bit.
So what's interesting, James, is that we're actually sitting next to a fan.
That's true.
And so that wind you're feeling may not actually be the wind that's out there. Because I'm looking at those flags out there, and they're not really moving.
Good point.
But, yeah, I mean, it tricked me, too. I was like, oh, the wind's picking up. And I'm like, oh, wait, we're sitting next to a fan. But, yeah, you can see the flags out there, and they're looking fairly calmish. Did seem like those guys were playing in the direction towards the flag, so I think the wind is coming from that way. So James, you had a nice EFO. How was the EFO experience that you just completed?
It was good. It was well organized, beautiful grass field, a little hot and a little windy.
Right.
But in jams were great. Sunset, the wind got good, and I think everyone had a great time.
Yeah. You were telling me about this was post-tournament that you had an epic jam with Anton Kappelman and PK, German PK at Tempelhof. Is that true?
Yeah, my brain still hurts a little bit from that one.
I love that. I've heard, Tempelhof as being like the German beach. It's out on a runway. It doesn't really make sense to me, but you liked it.
It's a cool place. And Anton and PK are some of the best players in the world.
Yeah, I got to play with Anton a little bit last weekend, and he's kind of been off the radar.
Okay.
Man, he's
Yep.
got some
Judges
just
are
on the
ready.
edge.
Our
You got to
next
be on
team
your
is
toes
ready
because
as well,
you
and
think it's
my
going to be a
pleasure
brush, but no, then it's a
to
tip right at your head.
fresh
Yeah, he's always been one of my big
two-times
influences.
European champion Ilka Simon.
Okay.
Joined by the strong team from Israel, Bar Bendek and Dan Lustiger.
Here's another sleeper pick.
Sleeper pick on the way, sleeper pick. So if they get off to a strong start, that is going to be key for them. Bar was looking for the brush, and Ilka got the tip.
So this must be Bar's first Worlds.
I think you're right. I saw Bar for the first time at Frisbee this year, and super impressed with kind of the confidence that she had being out in front of people. That was a
Yeah, she looks very comfortable.
cash pass there to Ilka. I like it when players are out there kind of got that going on. Tell you, man, sometimes when that UD throw gets go back into it, I swear I see it become more of a disaster than a master.
Yeah, UD eats up a lot of rounds. Wow. Wow, what a way to reset.
Wow, some more UD. The first ones were counter, so Lucy's dealing with both counter UD and clock UD.
And of course, counter and clock referring to the direction that the disc is spinning.
Oh, that's a classic Ilka combo. So close.
She hit
really,
that
really hard.
hit that twice at EFO this last weekend.
30 seconds.
It's a really
30
counterintuitive spinning guidus that she does.
There's a
Wow.
nice guidance from Bar.
Lucy's starting to get on track. He hasn't competed in a while. He got injured, so nice to see him start laying down a few moves. Oh, send. Oh!
Great set, great catch.
Finish.
Thanks for making me look good, Lucy. Talking about you, and you brought it home. Well done.
So, Jake, how do you think this compares to the first team?
I think that the first team had fewer drops and maybe a little bit more diff. So I think that the first team is ahead of this team. What do you think, James?
Yeah, I think that's about right. It's hard for me to tell AI through the headset a little bit, but I thought the first team was really strong and really consistent. This last team had great moments, but they just had a few too many drops.
Yeah, I agree. The first team was way more connected than the team that just completed. They had a lot of hiccups and starts and stops, and they had a few big moments at the end, but the first team was pretty solid from beginning to end, really connecting to each other. So I definitely give the first team the nod at this moment. Next up, we have...
Don't see our next team yet.
I'm relying on James to read the name because I don't have my glasses, and he's just looking at me like, what do you want me to do? I would like you to read the names of the next team, please.
Okay, so we got Simon Luring. I'm guessing what accent to employ here. Jakob Matsila. And Kevin Sorika.
Aren't you glad that I asked you to read those names?
I know, I was looking to see if Jake would do it, but he had his headset on.
I thought it was like, oh, that's good. I knew. I
Never
looked
seen
at it, I
you
said
happier.
there's no way that I was going to be able to get those names out. And I thought, because you're actually, you can speak multiple languages, so I thought you would have a much better attempt at it than me.
I barely speak English.
Me too. But you do. So let's see. So you speak Czech? Is that true? Is Czech one of the languages that you?
I know a little bit of Czech.
A little bit of
I
Czech.
haven't had to speak it in a while.
And do you know Slovakian?
So Slovak is pretty close
Slovak.
to Czech. I can kind of understand it, but the accent's a little different.
Right. So I asked somebody. So I know in Czech to say thank you, it's dikwi. And in Slovakian, it's like dikwi, dikwi, or something like. It's very similar. Sort of like Portuguese and Spanish.
Sounds about right.
Okay, that's your portion of the language commentary here at the live stream.
So I'm excited to see what Mystique does here. That's Jakob Matala in the lime green shirt. He's got some really unique, interesting moves. He'll do the monster and occasionally the lesser known elephant.
Whoa. I cannot wait to see the elephant. You're going to call that out if it happens, I assume.
You'll know.
Oh, yeah, I guess it will be the elephant in the room, won't it? Yeah.
Yes.
So to speak. So we saw a new move last week, and we were trying to figure out what's the name of it, and then we were told it's the Tourniquet by Yuval Corine.
Oh, is that bad attitude where the arm goes through
Yeah,
the hoop?
it's like
Okay.
the backwards
So
bad
the judges are
attitude,
ready. Our
and
next
it's
team
like,
is
wait,
also
that
in
hurts. You
the
need a
field.
tourniquet.
That's a good
And
name for
we
it.
have
Yeah,
here
so that's
a
what it is.
German-Czech
I was calling it like the
cooperation
dumpster or
of
whatever.
Kevin
Okay, here we
Suchak,
go.
Simon Luring and Mystique Matula.
So it looks like they have a second disc in case something goes wrong with the first one. I don't think that's going to get used again. Oh, here we go. They're going for the lay down each head-to-head-to-head start.
I'm putting you out of your misery. 'Cause darling, you're dragging me down. I wish I could say that I'm sorry, but I'm over that now. I'm taking you out. It's a cool, cool world.
Looked like the wind took that just a little bit and didn't get him a clean attack.
Yeah, it looked like a good set when it came out.
Totally. So catch your breath, guys. Settle in. Ooh, that would have been nice for him to get that.
Yeah, it's tough when you start the round with a drop.
Yeah. Oh, that's a hard way to start.
Sometimes you're thinking 2 moves ahead.
Totally, and then that happens and you really get in your head, so hopefully he can recover. The wind is certainly starting to come in a different direction. Nice foot brush. All right, Mystic. Oh, he
snagged it.
That was good, Kevin. Yeah.
Oh, good form and that bad attitude.
Kevin has a nice calmness to him. Maybe can get infectious. Oh, he wants something. I can't. Oh, he wanted to change. With that song saying upside down, that would have been a good time to have a UD. There's the upside down. That was a very interesting delivery to the crow.
Are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it.
Nice combo.
If I can make it there, I'll make it.
Uh-oh, he's looking for something.
And Simon's throwing his hat off. He's all into Frank Sinatra. Oh, come on, guys. Cash out, cash out. Oh.
The bank was closed.
The ATM had no cash left. Ooh,
oh, nice guy.
So Simon started connecting to the music and he's loosening up a little bit.
You can kind of see that they've gone a lot of directions, so the wind must be changing.
It totally is, because now Jakob's Mystic's going.
Oh, nice finish.
Please give it up for Mystic, Kevin, and Simon. Nice run, guys.
So what'd you think of that round, Randy?
You know, it was kind of all over the place. It was really hard for them to kind of get a through line, so it was choppy, and they had some nice moments, and Simone looked a little nervous there beginning, but then he kind of got into the music, and Kevin had some nice, but they all had nice moments. I didn't really feel a connection through the whole thing, though.
Yeah, I think for a lot of newer players or players who don't compete as much, one of the big struggles is to slow down. It's sort of like when you public speak, people often tend to talk a lot faster than they mean to. And people do the same thing with freestyle.
Yeah, and the thing is that there's no way to really kind of get through that until you go out there and experience it. It's like, it's easier. It's like, yeah, just slow down. But, you know, you're out there. It's just like in public speaking. You're like, oh, yeah, just slow down. But, you know, getting in front of people can be a very daunting task, whether you're jamming or speaking, and you have to do it a bunch before you can kind of settle into your sofa and get out the remote control and feel like you're watching cable TV, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, like so many things in freestyle, easier said than done.
Maybe that is the bumper sticker statement that we're looking for. Like so many things in freestyle, things are easier said than done. Yes, I've challenged our live streamer folks to come up with a bumper sticker slogan for freestyle, and Jake came up with one that was about 20 words long, and I said no, that's too long.
What was Jake's?
I don't know. It was like, go jam, get Hane, go spawn in your brain and sing. I don't know, something like that.
How about play, drop, catch?
Whoa.
Play, drop, catch. That pretty much describes freestyle frisbee.
Do we have to have drop in there?
Yes.
That's a big part of the game. It's interesting because we all want to be perfect, but it's just not really possible.
Well, speak for yourselves, guys.
I've said it before. I've dropped it more than I've caught it.
Wow, never thought about it like that, but you're absolutely right. And it's probably not even close.
Yeah. Probably my catch percentage is 20% over my entire lifetime. Maybe that might be yeah, not even that good.
Never really thought about it in terms like that.
What
If
about
you're
you,
not
Randy?
dropping,
Think about it.
you're not learning.
Wow, James Wiseman like dropping all this profundity on us here.
He's dropping bombs.
Dropping profundity bombs. Right over my head. Liberal arts degree here.
So who do we got next here, Jake?
Konrad Skorza, Michael Miocic, and David Tomiak.
Randy really likes it when we try and say everyone's name.
Yeah.
Just
I
having
see
a
an
little-
L that I didn't pronounce in Michael's name, so I'm sure that I got that one wrong. Let's see, Lori, you know how it goes.
It looks like Mihal Machioda.
Mihal, so we
Okay,
didn't
the
even
judges
get it
are
even
finally ready with
close.
their calculations, and the next team.
This is a team I probably
is
know the
just
least
entering
about.
the field. Please give
So
it
definitely
up
excited
for
to see
all
what they
Polish
do.
Team from Poznań, Michal Maciolek, Dawid Tomiak, and Konrad Konda.
Whoa, so here's two guys that I have no idea what to expect. I've seen Michal play, but... So I believe they're from Poznań, Poland, and the other guys that were up earlier were from Warsaw, so...
It's a
So-
tricky question. Has the round started?
I was just going to say... I'm going to say no, but the judges may not know that.
According to the rules, it's the first throw, and he never actually threw it, so it's hard to say. we go, starting off with the speed flow and the triangle pattern.
This has really gotten popular lately. There was a lot of speed flow at the EFO, but it's a high risk, high reward situation. Really easy to rack up drops.
Yeah, I actually think it's a high risk, low reward in our current judging system.
Yeah, maybe that's the problem.
He was looking for that catch and it got at an angle he couldn't quite see to get out.
Good bail.
Yeah, you definitely want to just grab it. If you're not going to catch it, save yourself the 0.3 deduction. Just grab it out of the sky. There we go, a nice brushing run for these guys. Beautiful combination.
Got a
Really nice roll from Mikal.
kind of their first little connection of composition together, execution.
Yeah, they seem
They
much
seem
more
to have found
comfortable
the
in the
win.
brushing run game.
Look at this. Oh,
wow.
they got going. It's like on the edge. Got the foot brush, bringing it back in.
On the music, he caught that scarecrow.
Woof. Scandalized. Soon as he set that up there, he's turn. I'm going guide us. He's going guide us. Saw like before the turn.
Great soul brush.
So interesting as this round has gone on, I started to see that these guys' games are much deeper than I initially thought as they started the run.
Yeah, I think that they started off with a little bit of nerves, but now that they're getting comfortable out there, they're able to open up.
There's some solid rolls and brushes that I didn't see coming, so I think you're right, Jake.
Very
Wow,
nice toe
great
tip
foot
combination.
tips.
3 is really hard.
And he did it with emotion too, so it wasn't just like, hey, kind of like, wow.
10 seconds.
Both feet.
10 seconds. And time. Yeah, please give it up for Polish team, Michal, Konrad, and David.
So what are your thoughts on that, Jake?
They started off a little bit rough. I could see that they wanted to really step up their game, but they were just I think they were playing with a little bit of nerves. But once they went on that brushing run and had those 2 clean rolls to the catch, they really calmed down, and then they were able to open up and play.
Definitely. I think one thing I noticed, which you see a lot in spontaneous rounds, is when you're trying really hard to co-op, you kind of do this thing where you do an indie and then try and brush it or pass it off to the partner, and a lot of times that doesn't work very well. So I thought they had a little bit of troubles like that at the beginning, and then they kind of found the rolling passing game and it looked a lot better.
Yeah, I think that right now, as I'm Thinking about all the routines that have gone, I'm still giving it to Pablo, Jan, and Dylan. I think they're the ones owning the top spot at this moment.
And if they do get that spot, they make it to the next round.
Would that put them in number 4 if the next 3 is it 3 teams still we go?
Yep, just 3 left.
I predict they're moving on.
Me too.
So I have just a short information for everybody who haven't picked up their players package yet. Please do it very soon, because otherwise we can't guarantee that there will be like your sizes of shorts and t-shirts left, and yeah, it just will make our work easier. So whoever didn't get their players package and didn't finish the registration, please do it now at the merchandise store. Thank you. Okay, the judges are ready, and we are ready to welcome another interesting international team. So please give it up for Chris Belage, the camera guy, the Steve Scannell from USA, and Andre Zaharias from Munich.
So Andres just went and ran through the sprinkler to get a little refresh before this round starts. Big props to Chris for helping us out on the live stream too. And Steve, Boston Pops, Scannell.
Told me he was playing Frisbee in 1957.
Yeah, we asked him what the Frisbee was actually, and he couldn't quite remember what it was. I asked him that same question. Said he saw it on a cartoon. That's where he first saw Frisbee.
Well, he was there watching the cartoons at the drive-in theater, and people were throwing the disc over the screen. That's what he said.
That's right. Right. Oh, a little juggling start here.
It's always tough to know how to judge juggling and other skills that aren't directly freestyle. But he puts in a lot of great freestyle moves in the middle of his juggles.
Yeah, I agree. You know, because like what Steve is doing right now, I mean, you got to be giving that a 7, right, or an 8. I mean, that's hard.
It's hard.
He's been doing it for 30 seconds now complete. So if that's a 15-second block, 2 15-second blocks. When he went to the back roll. Boy, I thought he was going to drop that off to one of his teammates, and that was not what happened.
So Andreas, I think, is mostly counter, but he's been playing a lot of clock lately. Seems pretty comfortable with it.
Solid move. So Andrea's a new, fairly new jammer from Munich. I think he has a lot of potential.
Yeah, I see him working out there real hard, playing by himself, always looking for the next jam.
Yep.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
it's nice to see Andre in this role. It seems like he's kind of leading the team, keeping it together, directing traffic.
Sort of interesting, the rookie directing the veterans.
Yeah, exactly.
Crash and burn body roll, man. Oh, way to deal with that junk, Chris. That was like coming out of nowhere at your head.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the ankle
That's an
tip.
interesting move.
Saucy.
Upside down spinning donkey variation with a little gazelle in there. Hint of elk.
Definitely a hint of elk.
Ten seconds. 10 seconds.
All right, they're going to close it up. Looks like a triple body roll and
Yeah,
a double body
give it
roll
up
to the
for
catch.
Chris and Steve.
Well, James, a total pleasure to have you join us here, and I just want disc is really tough, and Jan Sorensen's a perfect example. I mean, he's doing all that twirling, and it's crazy, and nobody else does it. So what kind of box do you put him in? It's really even hard to know. And I mean, he's doing 8s, 9s, probably even 10s in the twirling world, but he owns that world.
It is interesting because even if you try and draw the line at does it involve the disc, it can get challenging. For instance, I remember one year Daniel did a beautiful handstand, and some of the passes were through the handstand. So it's sort of like a hoop in Frisbee, but he's not touching the disc, but it still seems like he's involved with the disc.
Yeah, I think in that case, I would give Daniel the credit for that because he is involved. I really like it when people take skills from other disciplines and bring it into their freestyle play. Like you see Alex Lice doing a lot of his capoeira moves. They really help his spinning catches. And he was doing some leg overs when he was playing with the other Karlsruhe guys.
I'll incorporate some brief writing into my next routine.
Your writing skills.
Your
right on the
legal-
disc before
your
you
legal
play.
briefs. Wow, James is really
And
intense out there, really focused on that
We are ready
notepad.
for our next team. I'm excited to welcome on the field Balu Major from Hungary, Joachim Arveskar from Sweden, and Fabio Sanna
This
from
should be a
Italy.
really exciting round. I expect to see a lot of doubles from each one of these guys.
Yeah, I think we probably have 8 or 9 world championships between the 3 of them. So they certainly know what they're doing out there.
This could also be a mostly counter round.
So speaking of writing, Fabio is a drawing, an illustrator, and that really shows up in his game.
As he paints that picture for you?
He paints the picture with the Frisbee.
Yeah. Whoa. Got feeling some mojo.
So we were predicting not a lot of choreography, but so far it looks like these guys have everything planned out.
Definitely. Wow, so
Beautiful.
clean.
Fabio is one of my favorite players to watch because I always feel so calm. Like he's so, like I got this under control, even when he's doing really hard stuff.
Yeah, Fabio's easily one of my favorite players of all time. That's an underdone move, the spinning triple fake. Great move.
It's actually really challenging too. I don't think the triple fake gets the credit that it deserves.
So Joachim needs to get on the board here. He's had a couple rough little patches, so he needs this one.
Oh, I think he wanted the flamencoses.
Yeah, he had it in the bat in the BTB. Just the wind puffed it up a little bit.
This is some signature Fabio here. Will we see a double barrel guidus?
This is the time we're gonna rise above. There's no place like home, that place in your soul. That's where we begun and where we all will go.
Good choice.
Very nice. He was struggling with the wind a little bit, so he just took it, controlled it, and made the scarecrow.
And classic Fabio, you know, so I didn't have a concern that he was not going to track that down. He was going to get it, and he was going to put it in the shopping cart and check out.
Here's his signature ball.
Up.
10 seconds. 10.
Hoop that. Oh.
I almost thought we were going to see a guy toss there.
And time.
Yep.
Good choices.
Yeah, please put your hands together for Balu.
That's an
Fabio, and
easy
Joachim,
pass right there.
Yeah.
The second last team of this pool.
So that'll definitely give the Italian guys a run. They're going to have to lay it down. Easy. It's yours to take. But those guys are moving on. Jan, Pablo, Dylan moving on. I know who that other team, maybe Ilka and Bar and Lusty, perhaps?
So we are going to soon
Maybe
have
the
the
Polish
last
team.
of this
They started off a little rough, but then they kind of pulled it together.
and then we will have
So I have a
immediate
question for you
results,
guys.
But we first
If
will
you're in a
meet
round like this,
the division
where you're the top
directors for
seed and
Open
you
Co-op,
feel pretty
which is
confident you're
Pavel
going to
and
go through to the
Juliana,
next
to come
round,
here to
do you go big and have fun, or do you
approve, to
still just
check
try
and
and
approve
play
the
like it's the
results.
finals?
And we will also need
I just go
the
spawn and move on.
international
I
committee,
don't try to do
Daniel,
anything because
Eduardo
as
Turi,
Jake and I've been
Ayal,
talking, you don't
Manuel,
win today,
and
so there's no
Emma
reason to
just to
you know, do it except if you just
check
want to
and
show off, I
approve
guess.
the results as well. After that, the results
But you know,
will
it
be
is
posted
a
here for
4-day
30 minutes
tournament,
for
and
players
sometimes
to
you
check. After the 30
gotta
minutes,
lobby.
they are official.
Oh, I see. Oh, so you think that you're kind of leaving a little bit of an impression that lingers.
There's always a little lingering.
Yeah, I can see how that could come into play, but I think I'm going to let my play do the lingering and not the smoke and mirrors.
And it's true, lingering can linger either way. Lingers.
That's right. It can backfire on you before you know it. Oh, I thought I was just going to be all good and move on, and before you know it, you're at the judging table.
But I think it can be nice just to build the confidence, to go a little bigger than maybe you will in the finals, hit it, and know that it's downhill from there. The good downhill, easy downhill.
Just going for your biggest, hardest moves? Or
Yeah.
trying to build it up? Yeah, biggest, hardest.
Definitely. You might see a double Gaitosis today.
Are you playing today?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. So there's no buys in the open pairs?
Quarterfinals, everybody
It's
plays.
kind of an odd system. If there's a certain number of teams, you don't have to play, and if there's a few more, suddenly you have to play again.
Yeah,
I
that
didn't
logic.
realize that.
Logic really messed with my head because if there's 22 teams or less, the top 8 get a bye, but there's 31 teams here, so that means that everybody has to play. No top 8 bye, and so somebody was trying to explain to me it's because you want to have an equal number of teams in a pool.
I'm really happy
But
to be able to welcome this
again, above my pay grade. My pay grade.
Okay. So back to what James said, I'm expecting to see double Gaitosis in your open pairs round now. You just said you were going to do it, so
I said you might see it.
11 hours
That'd be an audible.
Backing off the linger.
This round, so please give it up. Team Bologna, Twister Hills Bologna, Manu Cesari, Andrea Piemontese, and Mattia Lambertini.
So I think these guys will probably play it safe. They're really smart competitors. Manu always makes the right call. They're going to be catching it.
So we got to see this routine at Frisbee. They played it, and lots of music cues and connection with each other.
What do you think of these self-throws, Randy?
I'm okay with it. It's incorporated in there.
what I like is that they're upping the diff on every one of the moves. So they're building into something. And I like that unique 2-disc turnover. No drop there.
Well, so they all go up into a little self-set roll sequence. So I mean, this routine is really relying on the AI. And they're executing like crazy, and the diff is there, but it's not the focus of the routine.
Really clean so far.
Yeah, super clean. They just had that one little hiccup. That is a tough one to read. I have been in routines where there's been a 3 toss out and like, oh, do I go for that one or that one?
Especially when the discs are all the same color.
And they're all round. They were going to all go in sequence to the music there.
Having some struggles.
That's the curse. Once the announcers say you're going clean.
That looked like a Nipa. I don't know if it was intentional though.
All right, they're getting back on track. I mean, it's pretty obvious these guys are moving on. So it's kind of nice for them, I guess, to maybe do the routine and get a little bit more.
Oh, that's really nice. A turnover through the
through the legs, yeah. So it's so funny. I did not think the wind was blowing from that direction, but it obviously was, and it still is.
Some great kick passes from Manu.
Finishing strong. Oh, don't do this, guys.
And time. Yeah. Please give it up for Manu Cesari.
Got a little scary there, like, uh-oh. That's where, like, sort of hold on and you get that point whatever super deduction for going too short or too long.
Yeah. But still
That's
a
why he
good
was waiting
round.
for the call.
Yep. Came out of the gate solid, owned it, a couple little rough patches, and then brought it home. But I think that Fabio and Joachim and Baloo, I give them the top spot without
I
looking
agree.
at any judging sheet.
Yeah, I agree too. I think based on X alone, I think that Fabio, Baloo, and Joachim had more catching.
Okay,
Interesting
so
to see
this
what
was
the
it.
AI
This was
scores come
open
between
co-op
those two, because I could see
quarterfinals.
AI propelling the
We
Italians
will
above
have 4 teams
Baloo,
from each pool
Fabio, and Joachim, but I also
proceeding
could see it
into
the other way
semifinals, which will
around
take
too, so I
place
don't really
on
know
Friday.
how to wrap my brain around that.
And we will
Yeah,
have
AI is an
the
interesting
instant
one because if you
results
really go out there and get
ready,
hot,
very
even if you
shortly.
don't have a lot of
So that's why
choreography,
I
it still
need,
shows through in AI.
Juliana and Pavel.
I mean, the
I
tricky
see
thing
them
about
coming
AI, I
over
think
to
when you're just
take a look
watching
at the
it without
results.
judging,
And then I will
you
need
think a lot about the
Daniel
music
O'Neill,
cues and the
Edo
music
Turi,
choreography,
Ayal
but that's really
Benin,
only
Manu
one part of
Cesari, and
AI.
Emma Kay.
Right.
And teams can rack up a lot of
Just
points
to
with
quickly
teamwork,
approve
flow,
these
form,
results.
variety.
Also, we can use alternates.
Well,
from
that's exactly what I say. I
international
think I
colleagues.
could see how
So
Joachim
if
and
you are part
Fabio
of
and
the
Baloo
international
could take
colleague
AI.
and you are here at
Exactly.
this spot,
And that's one of
we
the
need
ways
just
that
5 people
execution
to
plays into
approve the
AI, because
results.
when you execute, your flow's a lot better. You have more time to get all your moves in for variety. Teamwork's going to be a lot more solid.
So you know what's really interesting here now. So I think we have our top 3 pretty solid, and there's a number 4 who's going to get to go along for the ride into the next round, and it's not clear cut to me who that number 4 team is. So somebody's going to be real happy.
And someone's going to be real sad.
Yeah. Wait, there's the bumper sticker. Freestyle. Somebody's going to be really happy. Somebody's going to be really sad.
I think mine's just going to say drop. That's it.
And is there going to be like a little graphic of a mic?
No. A frisbee and a sad face.
That's hilarious. Well, James, it really has been fun to do this with you, and I'm hoping you will come join us throughout the next 4 days because it really adds a lot of flavor to have other voices here talking, especially somebody with your skill set and knowledge of the game. So, and I know that folks out there on the live stream are enjoying that as well. So, live streamers out there, I think we're going to take a break. We're going to have some lunch. And Open Pairs quarterfinals is going to start. I'm not exactly sure, but we're going to have lunch, so it's going to be a break. Please join us again, and we'll talk to you in a bit. Bye.
Transition music.
So please, members of international committee who are present here, I want you to take a look here at the results. So one, two, three. I have Oren. No, he's a division director, right? Yeah. And I have here Robert. Robert, can we use you? Sure. You're a committee member, Andrea? Yeah. Oh yeah, and the open pairs will start at 3 o'clock. So now there is a break for 2 hours and 10 minutes. Please get your lunches. The lunchroom is open until 2 o'clock. And yeah, so get the rest, get some shade, get some refreshment. There's the magical water mystery. Make sure to use it, and let's be here ready at 2:45 latest. Yes, it's open pairs will be alternating pools. So at first will be pool A and C played together, and then a break, and pool B and D played together. Yeah. So if you are playing pool A or C, you are starting at 3, and you need to be ready.
Hi, I'm Fabio from Italia, Trieste. I started in 2003 after watching a commercial, the Nike commercial actually, that was exploding, and it exploded the movement in Europe, starting in Italy and Germany and Holland. And then since then I started practicing, and the first tournament I remember I cried actually watching Bethany and Rodney first routine ever live, and then I thought that's what I want to do with my life, and so I did. And now I have a huge family and all around me, and this is so beautiful. And I wish you are here with me, especially Eleonora and little Furio, who is coming, and all my family. A kiss to you and from us all.
Yeah.
Ciao.
All right, all you live stream fans out there, we are finished with the Open Co-op quarterfinals rounds. Next up, we will have the Open Pairs qualifier rounds. We have 4 pools of Open Pairs, but that's not starting until 3 o'clock, and it is not even 1 o'clock here. It's 12:54. So we have just over 2 hours of a lunch break, and then we'll be back with the Open Pairs. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the live stream, turn it back on 15 minutes before Open Pairs starts. So if you're out there, go take a break, get a sandwich, drink a beer, have some coffee, depending on where you might be in the world. Rest your mind, and then get ready for some amazing freestyle action. Thanks for tuning in. You were watching Freestyle Frisbee World Championships, live from Trnava, Slovakia. Ciao, ciao.